up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Alive! 180! Hey, come on now! Hey, 5! 49 to Mike, watch 49! Target! 5! 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's coming this way, here we go!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Merlin. Go. 52, Mike 52. Not today, you won't. Not today. Mike 52. Value 1. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Delta. 52, Mike 52.
Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
He goes to that. 180. Value 3. Hey, seam 6. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. No. Check that. Super. I'm on. Hey, Alpha. 52.
Back to throw. Gone. He'll get this one to Kupp. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Flushed out right. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Matchbox light.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And it's complete. Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 26 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks, 74 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's got some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 70 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll set them back 5. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Badgley now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now on second down, this is Gurley.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Don't get nervous. Check it back. Check it back. Four down.
3rd and 2. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Under 10. 10. Watch the air.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Hey. White.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That'll be caught by Cup, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the... back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Play fake. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. We'll see if they do just that. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Bravo!
On third down, Rivers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction. Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time. How many plays do you script coming out of the second? Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. From the 36, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Hey, echo. March 49. March 49. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him. We're good. We're good. Goff.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And shutting him off, now open field. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Robert Woods, the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely
into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Black 15! Black 58, right there. 954. White, 89!
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Able to get this to Gordon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, high 7.
Goff now to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Following the interception here, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 52.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp. Third down here. Throwing again is gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Go! It's been a long day for you.
To the air again. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, Haywood! All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go! Hey, let's get this. New Mike 52, Mike 52. DC!
From the 38, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Returning, it's Benjamin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Ty Long now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now you want 5. Hey, Alpha.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
52, Mike, 52. Watch one. Hey, Orbit. 52, Mike, 52. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Super.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.